doing fabulous. I can't even talk right. But thank you so much for being here. We are super excited to feature you today. I had to do this because you've had some hands-on experience with the GLP-1s.
Yeah.
It's a big thing right now. It's a big trend, and we thought we have to share this. People all over this country are maybe desperate what's happening with their weight, their health, and they're looking for something because, like all of us, we've probably dieted our entire lives, done all these different things, and things are never maintainable, sustainable. So I know we know a lot of people are taking these, but there's some very bad side effects that come along with it. And we have something that's totally on the other end. That's a nutraceutical, not a pharmaceutical, that does the same, if not better, because there's no side effects that we are need to get the word out. And I'm excited to have Colin here today because he's had hands-on experience. And by the way, I forgot to say, I'm Monica. I'm in Palm Springs right now, so you can see the background here. I'm looking at your background, Colin. It looks like you're on the beach somewhere. I know you're not,
I
but
wish
it
I
looks
was. Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, I know. Me too.
I'm going to
But
try and see if I can pull this up on the feed real quick so I can get it
yeah, go
live
ahead and
with
do
you.
that. If
It's
not,
the
we can stream it after.
Okay,
Try to
no
hit
problem.
share. Whatever, we got it. But we want to educate people here today to give that there's an alternative to doing something that's not good for you. I've been in nutrition for over 25 years, educating people how to eat right, how to exercise, all those things. And the missing link that I never knew till, oh, I guess around 4 years ago now was what happens with insulin resistance. That's kind of what's affecting 93% of the population now. So just get right into it here.
Okay.
Colin, why don't you tell everybody where you're from and tell them a little bit about yourself?
All right. So I'm Colin Archuleta. I'm in Washington, Utah. I moved down here about 3 years ago to do commercial real estate. I have a background in finance and um, other entrepreneurial ventures. I actually had a company where we did sold stem cells to providers all around the country for 3 years.
Wow.
Before that, I did a little over 3 years. So I did a lot of research into biohacking, peptides, things of that nature, looking for natural homeopathic ways to be healthy and all of that. After being in a severe car accident in 2016, ended up having neck surgery and shoulder surgery, and that's how I found out about stem cells. So got into that,
Wow.
started looking into that, found out about metabolic health, things of that nature. Put on a few more pounds again, over time and all that, and ended up looking into these GLP-1 shots. So a doctor
Right.
talked to me about it, told me about it. I said, okay, yeah, I'll give it a shot. Didn't know about the synthetic, didn't know about all the issues. This was like 3.5 years ago.
Yeah.
So I get one injection and I'm in bed sick for 3 days. My wife's like,
How are
this
you
doesn't,
sick?
I'm
What was
nauseous,
happening
throwing
to you?
up, just
Hmm.
nauseous, throwing up, fatigued, tired. I mean, just I couldn't get out of bed for 3 days. It was crazy. So he said, well, let's pare down the dose. Right. So I did another shot 2 weeks later, same thing, in bed 3 days. I said, I'll never do that again. And so then just looked into natural ways of being able to get back into, my nutrition and supplementation, things of that nature, going back to the gym, doing all the things that we're supposed to do. But the great part about it is I started just getting into all natural, like armor colostrum, those kind of things that can help you out metabolically.
Right.
But even those have limitations. I've learned a lot since getting started with Unicity. So um, I ended up getting started with Unicity back in October of last year. I met my friend Debbie, who I went to high school with, introduced me to it. She's had tremendous results with her health and metabolic health with that. And so I
Yeah, she's a
started,
cancer survivor.
and cancer
Yeah.
survivor. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. And where we grew up, there's a lot of cancer people. We had a lot of friends die from cancer, unfortunately, and then people recovering from it too. But it's just there's so many natural ways out there that you can heal the body. And so the beautiful part about this product is I got started with it, like I said, talked to Debbie end of September, got started with it first part of October. The
Yeah.
unfortunate part is halfway through October, I'm I'm starting to get all these results. I'm starting to lean down really fast and I'm starting to get
Yeah,
all this. And then all of a sudden November comes around and I've lost 40 pounds in 10 weeks. And people are
that's
thinking
a
I'm
lot.
sick. Yeah,
Yeah.
people are thinking I'm sick. And I'm thinking it's
Hmm.
this great system. Well, come to find out, I ended up getting hyperthyroidism.
Oh my goodness.
And so it just ate my body away. Like I got down, I was 225 pounds in September, going to the gym 5 days a week. I was in great shape and I was doing really well. And then all of a sudden I got hit with the hyperthyroidism. Take me down to 183 pounds. I'm thinking, what is going on? So I had doctor got me off everything, had to put me on a medication to get my thyroid in check.
That's
Over the
scary.
last 45 days, I've been doing a
Hmm.
lot better. Gained most of the weight back in the last 60 days. Well, yeah, 45 to 60 days. I've gained about 30 to that 40 back because I've been on a steroid for the last 4 weeks. And then also, I started doing the Feel Great system again full time. Now, the great part about that is I want to tell you guys is this product is such a great product because you're including intermittent fasting. And I've been a big fan of intermittent fasting for a couple of years. But the great part about it is what I'm learning about what fasting does and all the
Yeah,
cellular, at a cellular level, you're resetting your body.
it's
And so,
regenerating you. Yeah,
exactly. So I'm starting to get all these benefits again, like my BPH, I have, the prostate thing. I'm 56 years old. So I got BPH going on. Well, I'm not even taking that medication right now after being back on it for 3 weeks. My blood pressure's down. Everything, I mean, I'm starting to get off these medications that I was on, the steroid and all that. And I'm
yeah,
feeling great again. And that's what this is. It's the feel great system. We have the feel great system, and that's exactly what it's been doing for me.
yeah. And that's amazing. And we have like two tools to make life easy. It's not like you have to go on a diet or count calories. We have this, it's mate. It comes from South America. This is a purified version and it is patented. But all we do is we can sip on this twice a day in your fasting windows. And it does so many good things for you. And we're talking about these GLP-1 shots. Why get it on something that's a drug that has side effects? I mean, I just looked it up here, all the different side effects on these GLP-1s. There's nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation. I mean, you can look it up. You can just Google it and look it
I
up.
witnessed it.
Yeah, well, yeah, you've experienced it. So
Yeah.
this here is natural. It's in the physician's desk reference, and all you do is sip on it. I'm sipping on one right now. It gets rid of the food noise that we all have. And the biggest thing is we already, like, just like we have insulin as a hormone, GLP-1 is a hormone in our gut as well. What this does, it increases your own production of GLP-1 by 67%.
Yeah.
And I'm
Incredible.
going like, we need a voice out there for people to hear this because why take a drug when you can take this? The second part of this protocol is fiber. You know, our food's modified, everything's processed. We're not getting enough fiber in our diets. Even if you went out and ate, you could eat like a wheelbarrow full of
Yeah.
vegetables, to try to get the fiber that you need. It's really hard to do because everything's been processed, highly processed foods. This is 7 fibers, 4 of them are patented, and this heals your microbiome, gets all those little bugs eating the right things so that you don't have a blood sugar spike, keeps your insulin down, and you just take this before your biggest meal every day. I mean,
Yeah, the
it's
great
easy,
part
two
is it's a
tools.
it's an added probiotic too, right?
Exactly.
I
Right.
mean, so you're eliminating having to go pay for probiotics. The other thing is too, I haven't bought an energy drink.
Yeah, good
No
point.
energy drinks. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm saving $8 a day in energy drinks, right? You buy a couple monsters, a
Hmm.
couple rock stars, you're $8 a day, right?
Yeah, and
And
those are so
how
bad
many
for you.
times do
I
you just
mean,
go
oh,
and get that just to try and get through the day? Well, the great part about Una
yeah,
Mate is I'm sipping on it throughout the day. I'm having energy. It's good energy. It's clean energy. I'm sharp. I'm clear. Again, and it's been great because I had fog come back. With the brain fog came back when I got off my Una Mate imbalance. The things
yeah,
started piling up again. Even though I had to take care of and address the thyroid stuff, I had to come off my go-to. My go-to is
right.
working. And so I'm really happy to be back on it. I
Well,
tell
you look
everybody I can
fantastic.
about it because it's like,
Hmm.
this has just been amazing. The other cool part is too, is a lot of people won't do the research and that's unfortunate. and they should do the research. You should really look and
Right.
I mean, try and do a deep dive. I mean, I've kind of been known as a conspiracy theorist here and there, but I do research and I look
Yeah,
into these products and I find out that they're on the physician's desk reference. There's no side
that's
effect.
huge.
That's big.
Yeah.
So if you have issues, and what I tell people is, look, get your blood work done first. Do a
Right.
90-day program, right? Stay on the product for 90 days. There's a 90-day money back guarantee, right? Follow the system. Make sure, because I'll be honest, I'm a night eater. I get up in the middle of the night and I get a little munchy. Well, guess what that does?
Yeah.
It disrupts my fast. So it breaks
Right.
that portion that's really that healing process time. And so I've had to really kind of do that. So one trick I did this week, I mixed up one of the mint chocolates, that doesn't have the
Oh
caffeine,
yeah, those are so good. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
and I put it in the fridge. So 2 nights ago, I had a little bit of a munch come to mind, in the middle of the night, got up, took a couple drinks of that, and went back to bed, and I was fine. Didn't break my fast, was able to go
Yeah,
through
and
the
it's
process.
decaffeinated too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not going to keep you up.
Yeah. So it was
And
great.
that is actually really good. Try it hot. It is like
I
amazing
had it
hot,
this
and I
morning.
put a little
Yeah.
bit of cream in it. Oh my goodness. And cream, if you take like whipped cream or half and half or whatever, that's not going to break your fast
Yep.
because it's good fats.
Yep.
So, no, really
Yeah,
good
so
point.
heavy whipping cream is what I use now for
Hmm.
coffee because everybody's, because that's the other thing too, is I drink coffee. So I just put it in my
Me
coffee this
too.
morning and it was great. Kind of
Hmm.
adds a little bit of a flavor to your coffee and instead of just drinking black coffee or just put coffee with cream. So it's, there's great things that you can do to incorporate into your routine to help you along this
Yep.
process. The key is just maintaining that process, like the feel great that they talk about. You eat your last meal at night, you have that fasting period till the mid next day. Try and eat a balanced meal, but you take your balance with your heaviest meal and it flushes out all the bad stuff. So I mean,
Yeah, and this is not like it's not like a diet because when I hear diet, I always think of deprivation. So this is a lifestyle you just add to your life. You don't have to cut out the things you like eating. Just eat them in your like the windows when you're not
yeah,
fasting. And this here gets rid of the food noise. I call this my liquid willpower in a bottle. I mean, it really does it.
yeah, it's
And
awesome.
that's the hardest part when people think about fasting. They go, "Oh, I'm going to starve or I have to eat breakfast in the morning." Breakfast actually means breaking your fast.
Yep.
And if you look back, maybe I'm older than you, but if I look back at my parents or even my grandparents, they had when they got up in the morning, they had chores to do. They not did not eat breakfast first thing in the morning. It's been the food industry that convinced us we have to, like Kellogg's, all those companies, they want to sell their products. So they've
Yep.
made it most important meal of the day is breakfast. So everybody has these cereals, all this shit, excuse my language. But what it's
It's
doing, it
true.
might be healthier to eat the box than what's
Yeah.
inside the box because it's going to spike your blood sugar. And so it's just a matter of retraining your mind, but this makes it easy. There are two tools that just make it, you don't even have to think about it. So why don't you share with everybody what your day looks like when you're on this protocol so they can see how easy it is?
Okay. Yeah, that's a great idea. So when I get up in the
Hmm.
morning, roughly around 6:30, 7 o'clock. I'll drink my coffee, go and do my readings and do some journaling and whatnot throughout the morning. Get ready. I get a una mate ready after my coffee. Put some ice in it, shake it up, walk out the door on my way to work. And I'm sipping on it between, 8:30 a.m. through noon, just sipping. And,
Okay.
you don't gulp it, you don't just sip on it. So I can remain satiated, right? So I'm not having the
Yep.
hunger pains and things of that nature. And then I get to lunch and I try and tell people like I don't really worry about what I eat. I like
You don't
yesterday,
have to. Yeah.
you don't have to calorie count. Like yesterday I had a pastrami cheeseburger for
Yeah.
lunch with the guys yesterday, and I didn't feel bad about it. Why? Because I took balance and then I had my Unimate in the afternoon.
Yeah. You just take you chug this with 4 to 6 ounces of water just before you eat, especially if you're
Yep.
eating carbs,
Yep.
carb blocker.
Carb blocker.
Yeah.
So the great part about it is that big meal, right, goes flushing right through because you have this fiber matrix that you're putting into your body that's helping you out with the processing of all these foods. And so a lot of people are like, well, I got to go on a diet. No, you don't. Be careful on what you
Please
eat,
don't.
obviously. You know, you definitely
Hmm.
still want to be cognizant because sugar, I mean, what does sugar do? It feeds cancer, it feeds all the disease, it feeds all that stuff, spikes your insulin level. So it keeps you in fat storage mode rather than fat burning mode. You know, so the
Right.
great part about it is we got great products, but we also have great training too to help people along the way so they can remain on the system and getting the benefits that they need out of the product.
You're absolutely right. So after you have your lunch, you took your fiber before lunch. What do you do after lunch?
I mix up another uno mate, and then I sip on that throughout the rest of the evening, to the evening time until right before dinner.
Hmm.
And then right before dinner, if I feel like I'm going to have a big, heavy meal, like yesterday, I had my heavier meal at lunch, so I really didn't need it at night because we had a real healthy, light
Right.
meal at dinner. And so I didn't really need it last night. So it was okay to just have the one balance. But if you are going to have two meals and you want to add in an extra balance, there's nothing wrong with that, you know? So that's also
Exactly. It's
helpful here.
food.
Yep.
Y- That's awesome. Well, you make it sound really simple. I know it's simple for me because I do the same thing. And the only thing we recommend is that when you're going to make these changes because you're going to feel so good anyways, but just prioritize good proteins, healthy
Yeah.
fats, and then, take the two supplements here. Fiber is always important, even if you have a nice salad or something, greens with it. But this is going to help you for everybody that's in a hurry so that you
Yeah.
don't have to worry about. By the way, this works out to $1.60 a packet, so it's $5 a day, which is like I was just at the airport and to get a coffee, and it was like $6 at Starbucks
Yeah.
for coffee. Just
Exactly.
saying, this is $5 a day. It's investing into yourself. You're going to save that money just on all the snacking you're not doing. And I mean,
And
it's just an easy peasy thing to do.
keep in mind this too. So, you know, I have an ailing father, right? He's 77 years
Yeah,
old. He's got Parkinson's, he's got dementia, and he's got medical issues. And I'm looking at him right now at 77 years old, and I'm like, okay, what I'm doing right now is going to benefit me down the road because I have a
at that
92-year-old
age.
stepfather or father-in-law, and he's moving around. He still drives and doing all that stuff, right? So I need to prepare now for 20 years down the road. And a lot of people don't think about that. They think, well, I'm getting about to the finish line where I'm going to retire and then you go on shutdown. No, we have a lot of life to live. You know, I plan on living past 100,
Exactly.
you know, and in this day and age, you
Me
can't.
too. Me too. I turned 66 yesterday.
Nice. You don't look
You
it.
know what I'm saying? And thank you. And you have a choice. I mean, we do have a choice. If we can, people say, these things that we start realizing are related to insulin resistance is normal aging. But you know what? It's really not.
No.
And you're not sick until you're sick. And it
Yeah.
comes sometimes you feel great and all of a sudden, boom, and then it's too late.
Yeah.
It's like you
Well, you
said, it's
see skinny
preventative what
people
you're doing.
too, right? So you'll see
Hmm.
skinny people and they'll look like they're in shape, but then you look at their skin and their color, and it's like
Yeah.
you can tell that they've got insulin resistance. Like, you know, I heard a video last night with Dr. Pompa. He's talking about insulin resistance. So all these people are
Yeah,
starting to really catch on. The insulin resistance is a real problem. And if you go and you look at
it
what the
is. It
problems
causes
are,
every major
oh my
disease.
gosh,
Yeah,
anything. So
I know.
that's why I was surprised too,
Exactly.
because I was getting ready to reorder my Tamsulosin for my BPH. Well, guess what? I haven't needed to. And I
That's
gotta
exciting.
attribute
That's
it to what
exciting
I'm
news.
doing, you know, that's part of insulin resistance, right? So one of the things for insulin resistance is, you know, ED and BPH, and besides all the other stuff, fatty liver, I mean, all those different things that you can
Skin tags, you just need it.
yeah,
Yeah,
skin
all that
tag,
stuff.
that's another thing. A lot of people don't think about that. The darkness on
Psoriasis.
their, yeah. So I mean, it's just a great
Yeah, it's
product.
just,
I'm excited as hell about this deal. You know, I'm really thankful that I found this Feel Great system and I feel
I
amazing
am
on
too.
it. Yeah. So it's a good thing. I mean, it's changing people's lives. That's the cool part. We go on these science calls every Tuesday. You're seeing people reverse their type 2 diabetes. You're seeing people getting off all their medications because they're feeling good. Their blood work comes back, their A1C's down. You know, all their markers are down after 90 days. You know, now granted,
Yep,
if it's the ones that are following the protocol, you know. So if you're following the
exactly.
protocol, chances
And
are you're not going to look for a 90-day money back guarantee because you're feeling so great, you're going to continue to do it and your blood work's going to get much better.
exactly. And we're in 63 countries, so it doesn't matter where you are.
No,
Um, and you know what? If you're watching this now or you're watching the replay, reach out to Colin. He has a discount link that he can share with you. We all pay the same price. We buy it right from the manufacturer. Don't get it anywhere else because if you get it from the manufacturer, you get a discount through Colin. He has a link. You get a discount, a 90-day money back guarantee. And every Tuesday, it's open to the public. We have a support science call that we do. Sometimes we have 700 people on these that's open to the public. These are medical professionals explaining and educating all of us on what insulin resistance is. We have now, since this was released a little over 3 years ago, 1 million people with clinical results on this protocol.
yeah,
So you have absolutely
amazing.
nothing to lose, everything to gain. That's all I'm saying. And it's we just need more voices
Yep. You have peer
to
review
talk about this.
studies. I mean, the great part about it is there's plenty of proof out there for people. If they do their research, they'll find out how great this is. And I really encourage each
Hmm.
and every one of you that are watching to go to the physician's desk reference, the PDR, and look up the
And the
insulin
Cleveland Clinic.
product. Yeah,
Yeah.
Cleveland Clinic too even mentions it, which is
Yeah.
fantastic. And I think I did a post on that the other day. But yeah, it's like I said, I can't say enough about the Feel Great system and Unicity and the people involved. I mean, Dr. Bickman, Trent, you,
Yeah.
Debbie, Carolyn. I mean, so many people willing to help out too. And if I have questions, all I gotta do, pick up the phone, shoot you guys a text. You guys are easy to be able to talk to, and you've helped me so much. Thank you very much.
Well, I thank you for taking the time out of your day today to come and share this with everybody that gets to see this. We're not going to stop talking about it. And your
No,
journey, we're not finished. We're going to do more of these to find out what's happening with you a few months down the road. And like I said, ask us questions. We can't see them right now, but we can see them on Facebook. This is streaming on Instagram and YouTube. We're here to support you. If you know Colin, please reach out to him. He can help you.
be
So
happy to help any way I
thank you.
can.
Yep. Thank you for being here today. This is really awesome. And I hope everybody has a wonderful Valentine's Day. It's
Yeah,
coming
thank
up.
you very much, Monica. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.